Hello. Hello. It's Major Hook.
Hello.
Major Hook. We made you hook. It's Major Hook. Major Hook. Oh, I love when I see the notification on my phone that we are now
Now
live.
we're live.
Makes me happy.
Okay,
Okay.
so if this like takes off, we're gonna like pay somebody to create us a jingle like that,
Oh,
right?
man. Yes. 100%. Just
Okay.
to write it, because I think you and I should still sing it. I think it would be kind of
Okay. I can't sing, but I'll try.
funny.
I'm sure we can like auto tune some stuff.
You can talk sing. Like that's a
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Yeah. I can talk
You could
sing.
you could do it. You could
All right.
I feel like you're one of those sneaky people. You're probably better than you ever will admit.
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like looking for okay, I found it. Okay. Welcome pattern collectors and crochet enthusiasts to our brand new live podcast, Media Hug. This is a podcast where we sit down and chat about our latest fasten off. Fasten off. Each project that we pick is usually a pattern that we kept in our favorites list on Pinterest, Etsy, or Ravelry, but haven't started because we really just need the buddy system. And we also need to hype up our motivation and Crojo. But first things first, who are we? That's the long one. I couldn't find the short one. That's what I was like looking for.
Oh, that's all
I
right.
suck. Who are we? Bonnie, who are you?
I am Bonnie of Woodland Stitchcraft.
Amazing. And I am Nicole of Woven Tales Designs. We are the woes.
The woes.
We are the woes. We are the woes. Oh, look, there's my YouTube channel, the links.
Yeah.
Wow, Bonnie with the links today, guys. Give her
I'm
some
trying.
props.
I'm trying. I feel like you have to
Ah,
be like a tech genius to like run a podcast.
manage
I
it.
shake though.
I
I make
know.
like an earthquake happen when I'm posting.
I know, right? You guys know that she's gonna type on the keyboard because she'll look like she's having the wobbles.
Yes.
Um, so
So
Bonnie, what are
welcome
we
to
doing
episode
today?
5. Episode
Yeah,
5. We've done 5 now. Can you believe that?
uh,
This
I'm
is
so
5.
proud of us.
Yes.
Five.
Me too.
Five is a good number.
And we haven't like we've done it every other week that whole time. We
Yeah,
haven't missed it because we kind of play around with the idea to do it, and then we still just keep on track. So
we
I'm
still do
very
it.
proud of
Yeah,
us.
me too. I think
Yeah.
it's really easy to be like, oh, it's too hard this week,
Mhm,
but we
mhm.
made it
Oh, yeah.
through. We made it
I've
through.
got plenty of reasons to do that.
Oh, same.
But
Oh my gosh. I love
well,
I love crochet, but I got plenty of things to
others
distract. We're both really distracted easily.
yes, that too. It's
Like
distraction of
really.
my own making a lot of times. So,
Yeah. Sadly.
yep.
Today's going to be an interesting one. We got a couple of big things to go through today.
Mhm.
Right, Bonnie?
A couple of things. So, this episode is a reveal, and we are going
Yeah.
to be revealing our Lili Backpacks. We've talked about this in previous episodes that and shown it to you a little bit, but now you're going to get to see what we did with the pattern.
I hope you guys are excited. We've been trying, and obviously for those that have never watched this podcast before, we pick a project, we go through, and we blindly don't know what each other is doing. So it's like a mystery cow. We know the subject, we know what we're supposed to make, but we're not sharing any information. So it's like a fun reveal on the next available podcast day. So it's this one we've been really itchy to talk to each other about more than the others, if I
Yes.
can be so bold as to say that. So yeah. And
And
then
you'll
if
find
you
out why.
yes,
Just a minute.
yeah.
Yes.
And if you stay for the latter half of the podcast today, we have
We
a
are
little
going to be sharing kind of a little roundup again. We kind of did this last week too, but
yeah.
I mean, the whole point of this podcast is to bring some inspiration, to let you find some new patterns. So we have a tiny little Mother's Day roundup of some Mother's Day gifts. And we are not going to tell you which one of these we're personally making, but each of us is going to be using one of the patterns we share tonight to make our next secret project that we reveal in the next
Yes,
episode.
yes. So it'll be more of a mystery than usual
Yes, it's like
for what the
extra
next project
mysterious.
is. And our goal is to have you join us. Join us
Yes.
on these crochet
Please.
alongs. These are so fun. And I love that we've been checking things off the bucket list every challenge.
Mhm,
So this one was a
mhm.
big check off.
Yes. Yes, it was. Is
Are
it
we
a
doing
cross
it with
off
the pancake?
though? Is what we're gonna find out.
Uh, hmm. By the way, my cats are sleeping on my project bags, so I just have to share. This is Oliver.
Oh, hi, kitty.
He's my sweetie. He's my boy,
Mm,
right? You a good
cute.
boy?
You have two, right?
Yeah, his breath smells really bad. And then this is Jaxie. She's my princess,
Aw, love
right?
it.
She's like a big cloud, fluffy cloud. So I just
Cute.
have to share them. So I was
Yeah.
about to kick them off to their comfy spot.
If I shared my pets, they would knock all of my stuff over and bark,
Oh,
and
really?
they're wild.
I just saw the funniest reel today of like, it was like, I think his name's Chris Farley, the bigger guy that
Oh,
died,
uh-huh.
the
Mhm.
actor. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it was like him like going down like live audience being like, yo, what's up? Like saying hi to the light. And the caption was, when my dog finds out that there's guests in the house.
Right?
It was
Yes.
I'll have to send that to you if I
That
find it
is a dog.
again. Because
That's especially my
it
dogs.
was spot on.
Yeah.
Spot on.
It sounds
Dogs
like
are
it.
the greatest. Well, should we just do it? Rip off the
Do
band-aid?
you wanna do or do you wanna share what it looks like first? Should we do a screen share
Oh,
real quick or just rip the
yes,
Band-Aid?
yes. And I didn't even, oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I didn't
Okay.
even pull that up. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're so right. Okay, so guys, the like we said, the pattern that we decided to dive into with reckless abandonment this time was the Lili Backpack by, oh my gosh, what's the name?
Outstanding Crochet, right? I believe that's what it was.
Outstanding Crochet is like the business name.
Mhm. Do they have
I
a different
don't,
I think in the pattern it was, like, a designer name,
yeah,
if I remember correctly. Let's see. Do I have my pattern open? I think I do.
sorry. I'm like Ravelry.
Natalia Kononova.
Yes,
Natalia Kononova. Yes.
yes. Okay, I found it. Because on Ravelry, they don't put the business name unless that designer has that as their only name.
Oh, okay.
So they only put like their first name, first and last name,
Mm.
which is fancy. Okay, I got it pulled up. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Here we go. One, two, three. Share with me. So here it is. Lili Mosaic bag. Now, this is mosaic crochet. This is something that we both have never done before, which is at this point in my crochet life, like I'll speak for myself, but I'm sure you're kind of on the same page. Like, it's not often that I get to try something new with crochet. Because at this
Mhm.
point, I've either tried to jerry rig it myself or I've like just said pass.
Yeah.
But it's usually I've done pretty much. I've even tried Tunisian, which is not, my forte, but I do find very fascinating. But it's such a cool bag. It's like a
Yeah.
good mix of like sporty and feminine
Mhm.
and almost rustic because of it reminds me of like rose mailing,
Yeah.
the that like Norwegian style of embroidery. That's what it
Yeah.
reminds me of.
I can see that.
Anna from Frozen on her dress.
Yeah.
That's what I always think of. But really cool, great construction, tons of options with colors. Oh, should I go on the projects page? Oh, here's another one. This one's cool.
Ooh.
It's very neon,
Yes.
very, very neon. It looks like they did double neat, like double ombre with that one. Like
Yeah, I see that.
ombre for both of the color choices.
That looks kinda cool.
I
I'd
know,
like to I'd
man.
like to see one that it's solid in the back and ombre on the details, like the
Yeah, right?
that would be interesting to see.
Ah, this pink one. Oh,
Ah,
this pink
yeah,
one.
that's
This
totally
pink
you.
one gets me every time. This one's fancy because they changed a lot more than just like the two
Yeah.
colors for the main body.
It looks like
So
they
I
did
really
some purposeful color changes
purposeful.
instead of just letting the yarn
Yes.
do its thing.
Good for them. I am
That one's
I didn't do
pretty.
that. That one's cool. Oh, I love that. Love it. But yeah, that is the Lili backpack. And it's supposed to be lined on the inside as well. So that's
Mhm.
something that I also have never done.
Did that one have a yarn hole in it? Is that what that was? Or are
Where?
those just the snaps? No, because you add snaps to it.
Oh, yeah, that's just the
For a
snap guide.
second, I thought it was a yarn hole. I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea. Dang.
Project bag.
I'm gonna put a bookmark in that one. Oh, there's that.
Yeah.
I love that neon. I love a neon moment. I don't know about
Mhm.
you, but
Mhm.
yeah, there's tons. I mean, this has like over 2,000 projects on or over 20,000, excuse me,
Wow.
projects on Ravelry. That's absolutely wild.
That is.
Um, and it's using 60% cotton, 40% acrylic fingering weight yarn. So don't know how everybody feels about that, but I know that was also,
Intimidating, the fingering weight.
yeah,
Yeah.
not scary. I'm not gonna say scary because yarn is yarn. It's just yarn, like truly.
Mhm.
But it definitely is crazy. And it's only 650, which is a really decent price
Yeah.
because the pattern itself has like, I mean, God, how many pages are in that pattern? Like 20?
A lot. And there's
A
like,
lot.
well, we'll get into it, but there's a lot that comes with it for
Yes.
650.
Oh, yes. 2.75 millimeter hook, C hook. Yeah. English and Dutch. Yeah,
Mm.
see how it says published in Outstanding Crochet and then they have the name?
Okay. Yeah.
I want to
I
know how
think
they did that because my Ravelry doesn't have that.
um
I gotta figure
I
that out.
think mine does, and I think it's because I say it's in my Ravelry store. I don't know.
Oh,
When it like asks me where it was
published.
published,
Yeah.
I choose the Woodland Stitchcraft Ravelry store. I think, but I can't remember, and I don't spend a whole lot of time on Ravelry. So
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're good. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so now
yeah.
you guys know that's the deal.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
Go.
I get like I always get like shy about this part.
That's sharing.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
such a big baby. Oh
I'm sure
man,
it's pretty. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay, guys, do we do the count? Are we showing the just the bag, not the yarn, right?
Did you want to show the yarn first and
No,
just show the bag?
we can do both. Well, like let's do the bag first, and then we can talk about the yarn and
All
all that
right.
jazz.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. In three, two, one.
I knew you were going to get further.
Oh, dang. Okay, but yours is wait, hold it up, hold it up. Okay, we gotta do okay. I like your colors. They're like
I like your
jeans.
colors. Want to
So
trade?
I went a total no, because I love my colors.
Oh yeah. I bet.
I
I like
I like
that.
yours.
I'm
Wow,
obsessed
I
with
really
that.
like yours. Yours is like Ice Princess.
Yeah.
So what did you choose for a yarn?
I don't
That's
even know because it's stash yarn.
okay. You're the freaking goat. Look at
I
that.
always I always try to do my stash first because
I didn't. And I thought I was going to be in trouble because I chose to use the yarn recommended in the pattern.
yeah.
But the good thing about this stuff is that it's on Amazon. So
Oh,
whereas like you could like if you went on like Sheep's website, which is the yarn that they recommend is the Sheep's Whirl and Whirlette, it's like who knows when it's going to get to you?
yeah.
Who knows? And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't have time to wait around. Like we gotta go. So thankfully
Yeah.
it was on Amazon and all of the colors were on Amazon. So I
I
chose
really
that.
like the colors. Those are like my colors.
Dude, I know. And when I was doing this, I was like, wait, this is like a lot like Bonnie's color. But the bottom of the
I
bag
probably would
is
have
like
picked
this
that if I'd ordered yarn.
really.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
Second I see like oranges, I'm like,
So do you know So do you still have the labels with your yarn? Like, do you know what yours is?
And I was gonna dig it out before the podcast, and I totally forgot because I
That's
do
okay.
this. I'm almost positive this is Spinneys
Okay.
from Hobby Lobby.
Finesse. Yeah.
Spiness,
I
whatever.
have I have some of
Spinice.
that stuff. It drives me crazy because it cakes up terribly.
Oh yeah, it's really slippery. Is
Yeah.
that why
It's
it like falls
yes.
apart in the cake?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like
that's why it's in a
anti-cake.
ball actually because it wasn't a cake and then it got all messed up. So then I had to
Hmm.
unwind it. I
Can't.
put it in a ball.
And see, I didn't have any of my stash with me, so I had to order yarn for this
Yeah,
project because we
that's
were
right.
moving at the time.
And then
Wow.
this is, I think it's some sort of knit picks
Okay.
that somebody gifted me, and I hadn't had anything to do with it, but
Okay.
I finally was like, hey, I'm going to use it for this. But you might
I
have
like
noticed
that.
something about our bags
Oh yes.
that maybe they're
They're
not done.
not done. Yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room here. We
Everybody's
didn't
like, wah,
finish.
wah.
We didn't finish. And guess what? That's okay.
Yeah.
We were both feeling like students remorse, like not finishing your homework for a while. And we were like, well, what should we do? We can't keep postponing.
Yeah.
Um, and we decided that, you know what, this is like a reality moment here because not every project is the same. I mean, I'll get your emotion response to this in a second, but like, not everything is meant to be done like at the speed of light. Like, good projects take time sometimes. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
what we're going to do is obviously we're going to talk about our experience so far with it and whatnot, but whenever we do finish on our own time, we'll use like our pre-chat time in that podcast that follows when we complete it to share the finished piece.
Yeah. We will definitely share the finished
So
one.
it's not like we won't ever share this.
Yeah.
I will have to share this. This is probably one of the hardest things I've ever made.
Yes. That's how I felt.
I mean, I thought I was going back to school.
I bit off. Wait, I thought it was going to be way easier than
Same.
it
I was like,
was.
I was
I
like,
was like,
I'm
I
the
can
pro.
bust it out. I can
Yeah.
bust it out. It will be
I was like,
fine. I'm a
I'm the
pro.
problem.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like, I design patterns. I
I
know.
know. I know.
I know. No, I didn't know.
It was very, very humbling.
So humbling. And
Yeah.
I also am not like, so in the pattern, there's like a lot of charts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Charts
don't,
are
I
hard.
don't do charts. I don't do charts. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, I can read knit charts like so easily, but
Yeah.
crochet, I cannot.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I didn't
It's
really use
weird.
them. Did you use the charts or did you
like
just follow?
I
They were
tried. I
confusing.
really did try, but I didn't understand. And I know there was like a video introduction to like how to read them, but like
Mm-hmm.
every time I go to sit down and work on this, it's at night, and I don't have time to.
Yeah.
I don't have time to
Yeah.
like absorb that.
I felt
So
like I was getting it enough from because the pattern is super, I thought it was well written.
yeah,
There's
I
lot
think so too.
I loved that there's lots of little hints about where to place stuff.
Yes,
So that helped a
that.
lot. So I didn't
Yeah,
really need the charts.
yeah.
Um, I used the videos a little bit.
Okay.
Um, just
I
every
will
once in a while
say
I'd be like,
this
I
part.
think I know what she means, but I'm going to go.
Getting this part
But,
started, like once you get past this bit, this
mhm,
part to start it, the instructions, I was so confused. I think I spent like 2 days
just at that
on
part.
just like the first 3 rows of this part.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was a
Yeah.
lot.
So moral of the story. If you're going to make something in mosaic overlay crochet, um, don't plan on doing it quickly.
No. And
And maybe don't start with fingering weight project.
yeah, I
Like,
wouldn't do that.
yeah, because
I
that
think I
slows you down
also,
too.
yes. I realized why it was taking so long though, because I was like, this shouldn't take that long. It's like going, okay, it's 200 stitches,
A
over
lot of
200
stitches.
stitches at most times in the
Mhm,
round.
mhm.
And every round is single crochet height because you're still working 2 rounds
Yeah, because you go
below.
down. Yeah.
And also, okay, can I just say this because I thought I was going to master the overlay stuff because you do a little bit of this in the tunic pattern that I tested for you, the
Mhm.
evergreen tunic.
Yeah.
And so with that, I was like, I've done this. This is not that big of a deal. No, no, no.
No, yeah.
But once I learned like kind of the flow of how the writing went, I was able to memorize the rounds
Yeah.
and the
I found
repeats
myself
a
doing that
lot
too.
quicker. And
Mhm.
so then that's when I went fast. But like
Yeah,
even just getting the bottom done,
that took a while.
that took so long. And I was like, I just want to get to the part that's pretty. I
Yeah,
want to get
yeah.
over the foundation. Um, yeah. I
I
should
was
show you
definitely
my,
the same. I the beginning was a lot slower because I was
yeah.
figuring it out and all that,
Hmm.
but I worked on it a little bit today. I did like 4 or 5 rows today, and I was
Okay.
going a lot faster because I'm starting to get the feel for it. I'm starting to recognize where I'm supposed to be putting the stitches, so I could
Yeah.
just be like I would say I just memorize that little repeat, and then I
Hmm.
would go, and I wouldn't have to look as often. But in the very beginning, I'm like, you're like counting every stitch to
And
make
I'm
sure
double,
everything's.
yep.
Mhm.
I'm second guessing and
Mhm.
having to frog it back. Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, did you block the bottom?
I did.
Okay, I did too.
Yeah.
She like gave like wash and care instructions, and I was like, oh, what's this? And then I was like, oh, it's just blocking. We're just blocking it.
Yeah.
But that might be like a slang term we use in the US. I don't think this designer, I think English is not their first language.
Yeah. Probably Dutch.
Probably Dutch.
That's what the pattern comes in, right? Is
Yeah.
Dutch and English. Yeah.
I also thought I knew what the invisible like join thing was, and then I didn't, and then but I didn't want to frog back 4 rows
Oh,
of single crochet. So I was like, oh, it's fine. It's just his first 4 rows. So I did not
yeah.
stuck there. And
I like how you did your bottom
accepted.
a different color, or is that just the start of the yarn?
No, so in the pattern, it does call for 3 different yarn colors.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
decided
so,
not to do that.
oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I was like, so I did it how the pattern said. I don't know. Yeah, I chose because I did really like this one, which I don't have it with me. It's oh yes, I do. Hold on, I got it. Oh, hold on one
Go
second.
get it. Go get it.
Pull the
Yep.
fort down.
I wanna
If
see.
my cat say hi, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I should try and find the yarn. I was gonna do it before, but I always forget, especially because I'm doing like dinner
Right.
before I come on the podcast. So I'm like
Yeah.
cooking and getting on and then trying to set up.
So this is the color that I chose for the bottom of the bag. It's called Grappa,
Is it like a dark
Grappa. It's like a
purple or is it a black?
yeah, it's a dark
Okay.
purple. So like my shirt's like my I'm
Mhm.
wearing like overalls. My shirt's black. This is like a deep eggplant, like a inky
Okay.
eggplant color.
Mhm.
That's what the color is. And I almost went with another color for the darkest color, but then it said that it only had one in stock on Amazon. And when they say one in stock, to me that tells me it's already sold out.
Right.
Watch me order it and then I'll get like a notification three
They're
days
like,
later. Oh,
sorry.
sorry, we can't fulfill the order.
Yeah.
It was sold out. It's like, okay, well,
I'll be shipped to you in
cool.
2 weeks.
Yeah, didn't have time for that. I didn't even
No.
have time for when I did get the yarn. So yeah, so I went with this as a second choice, but I actually am glad that I did because I think it went with the other colors
It
really
looks
well.
good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Very nice.
Um, so it's funny that when you were saying you want to see a version of the bag where the complementary color, like the contrast color, the white is actually the ombre. So that's what I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yay.
So it's goes from this like chocolate brown
Okay, I see.
and
Yeah.
then it fades to this orange, but then hopefully I
Ooh.
can get to the next color before the bag is done.
Yeah, what's the
But
next
it will go to this like
one?
pink
Ooh.
blush color and then
Mhm.
white. And then I think I'll get to like the end of the pink. And that'll
Yeah,
be the end of the bag. So, but
yeah.
yeah, this is the color changing whirl. And this is called Scrumptious Lush.
Ooh.
I know. I liked it because it was just like, it just felt like warm, like the hearth of a cottage kind of feel. And I was like, that's
Yes.
just what I want. Like, I was thinking that this will be like my hiking bag
Yeah.
for when
Yeah.
I go for hikes and stuff that I can, because
Great
it's
idea.
tall enough to where I can like put a water bottle and like,
Hmm.
um, just like essentials, bug spray, whatever people
Hmm.
use on hikes. Um, and it's like naturey. It's like my
Yeah.
foraging hiking bag. Uh, And then the main color that you see that was the ombre on the sample, I just chose this like beige
Yeah.
of the same coralette. It's the color almond butter.
Yeah. So do you think you'll get it done with just the 3? Or did you get more of that?
I think I might have to get more of this because I didn't realize how fast it was going until just recently.
Hmm.
But I might win yarn chicken. I don't know. I always do this. I always like, but I did a center pull with this,
Hmm.
so it's not going as quickly at this point
Right.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know because it's not wrapped as tightly now.
Hopefully, because you're like halfway through.
So in the pattern,
There's like a
you
hundred
do
and something
this
rows.
part for
That's the middle.
like I would say like another like that amount maybe,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then you do one more of like this motif, this like diamonds motif, I think is
Yeah.
like an all around for that last section. But
Yeah.
technically, after this section, I could stop because this is the shorter bag length. So they
Oh,
give
there's a.
instructions for a shorter bag once you
Oh,
get to that part.
I missed that.
I mean, well, it's just because of where I am now in the pattern.
Yeah.
Like that's how I knew because I like read like a section
Oh,
ahead and it was like, if you want to do the shorter back, you can stop here.
like to make it like
Or
you
like a
wear
tote.
crossbody kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I'm trying
Are
to
there
find
pictures of that?
let me pull up the pattern without sharing the pattern. See if I can pull it up on my phone. Just hold it up to the
I totally
screen.
missed that.
Yeah.
I might do that, even though it wouldn't be going as far, just because I would use it more, I think. I don't use backpacks
Yeah.
very.
So like how they show like this is just how to like measure it, right? But I think once you get to this part, like
You
I said,
stop
the
it.
end of this like honeycomb, you stop there. So it's
Hmm.
like a fifth shorter, a fifth of
Yeah.
it shorter. Um,
Interesting.
so that is an
I'll,
option. You
I'll
could
have
have
to
a
go look at the
faster dropping
projects
off.
and see what it looks like. See if anybody's done it.
I
So
know, right? That's
get
what
a
I was thinking.
get a feel for
I'm
it.
trying to find because all said and done, it's like 120 rounds.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
200 stitches around
Yeah.
and fingering weight yarn. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
much more complex than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, okay, hold on. It says for a shorter bag, skip rounds 67 to 82. So you're only skipping 15 rounds.
Oh, that's not much shorter. Okay.
No.
I'll probably just finish it then.
Maybe it's just so like
I'll feel
the
accomplished.
honeycomb part isn't as long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. Are
I think
you
I'm gonna
worried
do this
about
whole thing.
lining it?
Yeah,
I'm a
because
little.
I
Okay.
don't sew and I am very worried because I don't want to mess it up because this part took
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah, right. And then
But
it's
I
like
think,
she
go
talks about
ahead, sorry.
quilted fabric.
Yeah,
And I was
I
like,
don't know if
whoa,
that's
whoa,
like
whoa.
necessary. I don't know if that's necessary. I think you could just line it with
It's regular.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Maybe something, yeah, with a little more like density so it's
Yeah.
longer
That's what I
lasting,
assumed that
but
it was like a structural thing. It was to give it some structure.
that's what I
Use the
thought too.
stitcher.
Because if it's on the inside, who cares what fabric it is?
Yeah. But will it
Maybe it's
change
just like,
the look? Like,
yeah,
that's what
maybe.
I'm worried about. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And does
Because
it
I
have to
also
be
was
like,
planning on using like stash fabric
yeah,
and not buying anything, but I might just because there's a part of me that's like, no, I have to go all the way. I
yes,
put so much work into this bag.
yes.
It has to be perfect.
I should have
So
went to Joann's and got fabric, and I
I think
didn't.
I think mine's still open, so I
If
could.
mine's still open, I will go look. I haven't been to anyone nearby my place here,
Mhm.
so I will have to go check it out. But yeah, I do like quilted fabric. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm nervous about these instructions because I don't sew, so none of this makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
Right. It's
So,
gonna
is there a
be
video for it? Do you know?
I have no idea. I hope so,
There's videos
because that will
throughout.
help.
So, yeah.
Yes, and that was really nice about this pattern, and she, like,
Hmm.
breaks it down so you, like, do into, like, sections. So, like, every, like, 10
Hmm.
rows or so, there's a video
Yes.
for the next
Yes.
10 rows, and then,
Yes.
yeah, so I like, as far as picking a pattern for the first time doing mosaic overlay, even though this one seems probably more complicated than, like, getting, like, a worsted weight blanket with, like, a simpler design maybe, I
Right.
still am happy that we picked this pattern
I am too. It was
because
easy to take with me and work on.
yeah, and it's just she does such a good job. I feel like, because I think I would have been completely lost because she'll put, like, little notes about where the
Hmm.
first and last stitch in a repeat goes and things like
Yes.
that, and, like, especially as someone who I'm not gonna be able to read those charts, like,
Yeah.
I can barely read basic charts, and then
Yeah.
these
Like if
charts
it
have
was
little
all
fingers
charts,
on
I would
top of
have to
each
be
other.
like, yeah.
So
If they
so
didn't
as far
have those,
as
I wouldn't be able to do it.
so I think as far as picking a designer to go to if you're going to be trying mosaic overlay for the first time, this is a good designer.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt good about it. I was like, "Okay, all right." And
But
I could
don't do
see how
this
this
if you've
could be
never done.
explained poorly. I could see how this could be really
Oh, yeah.
confusing if it's
Oh,
not a good
yes.
designer. So,
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
Um, can I tell you what I do want to do though to
What?
change up what they have in the pattern a little bit?
What? What do you want?
So they have you crochet the straps.
Are you gonna sew the straps?
I want to get like webbing instead.
Webbing?
Yeah, like the stuff they use to make like dog collars with or
Oh,
like
okay.
leashes.
Uh-huh.
Like that's what
Yeah.
it's called webbing. I don't
Right,
know why
okay.
they call it that. It's not a web. That's Spider-Man stuff.
Probably the way
Um,
it's made.
Probably, yeah, probably. So like I think I'm gonna do that instead of
Smart.
crochet
Mhm.
because first of all, that's gonna take 4,000 years for me to do.
Yeah.
It's without telling you how to make the pattern. Guys, it's 367 rows.
I didn't even look at that. That's scary.
And
Oh.
I don't get scared, but it's all single crochet.
It's just you know how long it's gonna take.
I know how long it's gonna take.
It's gonna take a
And
while.
it's going to be less motivating because it's one color. I'm not using my color changing
Right.
yarn. There's just the same stitch back and forth. And I mean, the reason I'm a designer is because I get bored of things very
Yeah.
quickly. So
Yeah,
I
'cause
am always wanting to be stimulated by the next idea.
this is
And
satisfying because you see stuff
yes,
emerge as you
yes,
go.
it's
So
a
that's fun.
slow romance burn. It's like
Yeah.
it feeds me. Like I actually will say I'm glad that we did this also because now I kind of want to always have something like this in my whip pile because I was going to knit for like things to like keep me interested because
Mhm.
with knit like every row is a single crochet height too with knit. Everything's a knit
Right,
row height.
okay. Mhm.
So like it takes you more, I don't know, it keeps you engaged in a different way.
Yeah.
And this every row is different except for the single crochet around, like every row is a different pattern, stitch
Mhm.
pattern repeat, and I love that. It
Yeah.
made me so happy. I was not bored.
Yeah. No, you don't get bored, that's for sure. I
No.
think it's a little much for me, though,
Is it okay?
because I like to do other things while I'm crocheting,
Okay.
and you can't do other things. I mean, it's getting a little like I listened to a podcast while I worked on it today because, like I said, I'm getting a little bit better and faster at it, so it's getting
Mhm.
easier. But
Yeah.
the first part, I was like, I don't like this. I can't concentrate on
I
anything else.
Yes, that's how I felt too. Oh, I can only take this to certain places to work on it. I cannot
Right.
have this in the middle of the playroom when my son
No.
is running amok. Like that will just not work for me.
Yeah.
Like right now, like I'm in a place where like I can visually remember what's happening, so
What you're
I can
supposed to
just pick it
do.
up.
Mhm.
I don't have to look at it, which is
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did find myself enjoying it more when I started getting to that point. I was like, "Okay,
same.
this isn't as bad," because I was a little, like,
No.
mad at it for a second, and then and then it got easier, and I was like, "Alright, okay, okay, I get it."
Okay, okay. We can do this.
Yeah,
We're not totally useless.
I don't hate this anymore. I only am
No.
mildly annoyed by it.
Yeah, my brain did have a tantrum in the beginning because I had to get used to the writing
Yeah.
style. And my brain was
Mhm,
like, why is it writing? Why is it written like this? But then like after like 3 rows, I was like, oh, that's why.
mhm,
It
yeah.
can't be written any other way. It has
No,
to
I
be
don't think
this.
so. Mhm,
So yeah, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my
yeah.
God. Um, yeah, this is a bag for you, right? Because that's one of our questions. Like, is this a selfish make?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to use it. It's going to be mine. Probably in a similar way to you. I'd probably, like,
Yeah.
throw all my stuff in it to go on hikes or homeschool trips or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Homeschool trips. You better flaunt this on homeschool
Yeah,
trips.
yeah, I can show it
Where did
off.
you guys go? Anywhere fun?
We've gone to, like, a children's museum.
Hmm.
Um, we're planning on hikes because the weather is finally, like, nice for hikes,
Yeah,
so
for
we like
sure.
there's lots of hiking where I live, so
Oh, nice.
we're probably gonna be going hiking. And then it's gonna be summer, so it's gonna be
Right.
at the beach. Well, not the beach, at the lake,
Right.
kind of a beach.
No, the lake has a beach for
Yeah,
sure.
lots of swimming and stuff like that. I can take it to. So I'll use it. I'll use the heck out
Oh,
of that. And
yeah.
that's another reason why I'm like, maybe I will do the quilted fabric because I do want it to be strong
That's what I was thinking
so I
too.
can
Because I was
feel
like,
it.
yeah. I was like, I could just like recycle one of my husband's like old like button-down shirts and make it like a
Mhm.
cute little like take him with me wherever I go. And I
Mhm.
was like, his fabric is like from shirts we could buy on Amazon, like not the best quality. So
Yeah, yeah.
probably need something with a little more structure.
Mhm.
Um, but yay! I'm glad that we can see each other's stuff. Was there
Yes.
what's our other question? Can't
Well, I
remember.
think we've been rating them. Do you wanna rate it
Oh yes. Oh my
from
gosh, we
1
have
to
to rate
10?
this. Okay. What do you think?
Hmm. This is hard. Because I do think it's a really well-written pattern, and I can see why people will like it, but it's not exactly for me, I don't think.
Yes. Yes.
Um, so I don't wanna, like, underrate it because it is a good pattern.
Yeah. It's like when you go
Uh,
to a restaurant and like the food wasn't that great, but your service was good.
yeah. How about I guess I'll go I don't wanna go half, so I'll do 6 out of 10.
Okay. 6 out
And
of 10.
mostly for personal reasons, not anything
Yes.
wrong with the pattern.
Right. Okay. That's very fair.
Yeah.
That's very fair. Honestly, I'll give it a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like, I mean, I really do think I'm gonna pick this up again. I think I want to
Mhm.
try other designer stuff too. Like I'm like curious to know how it's written in other ways as well.
Right, like
Um,
a different mosaic designer.
yeah,
Yeah.
like and I think I'd like to try it with like I don't know, like make like a coffee cozy or like, like
Yeah.
a smaller project that isn't as I definitely will not make a blanket.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Unless it's that blanket from the last live, the Fleur one.
Oh, yeah. That one was mosaic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like again, that's one that like I gotta have like a whole basket of yarn in the corner of the room that like no one
Mhm.
touches.
That's
So I
like
have to wait
a
till my kids are like older and won't care about my yarn.
yeah. Yeah, I'll
Um,
definitely finish it, and I
oh
think I will
yeah.
be very happy and satisfied with it just because
Yes.
it it was hard work, and so I'll be proud of it.
Yeah.
But,
It definitely made me break a sweat, I will say that.
yeah, it was good though. It's good as like you were saying earlier, like, when you're like, "I'm a designer," and so
Right.
nothing nothing's, out of reach for
Nothing
me.
scares me.
It
Yeah.
was it was good to have my brain doing something else I've never done before, to
Yes.
challenge myself. I should get out of my comfort zone.
Yes. Oh, I
Quit.
have to mention to our friends too. So we were supposed to have a twist.
Oh, that's right. We're
We
just
didn't do the twist. We were like, we are now paddling below the surface.
yeah,
We there is no twist.
yeah.
The pattern is enough of a twist.
I was like, I need those few hours that I would use making that keychain
Yeah.
to still not finish this bag, but get a little further.
Yes. Oh my gosh. But I would highly recommend to do this. My friend Jess was like, "Oh my gosh, I thought about getting that pattern. I've been seeing it a lot." I'm like, just do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do recommend this. Just like we said earlier, like whether you're new to crochet or like you've been doing it for a while, like it's just nice to pick up a different technique.
Mhm.
I'm like
Mhm.
fascinated with how these stitches interlock. It's amazing.
Right. I was like, I wonder how these designers plot the picture out.
How do they do that? I
Like, is
mean,
it
this
they
could
just
take
come
like
up with it, or is there, like, a program that helps them? Like,
I'm trying to figure that out too, because I'm like,
yeah.
there's no way that like you can just figure this out overnight. Like I want to know how long it took them to write this pattern. It had to have been at least a couple years.
It would take me a couple of years.
It
I
would
have
take me a
yeah,
couple years to even just make the prototype and then try to figure out how to explain it. Like,
yeah.
dang.
I think I would have to do a lot more of these kind of designs so that I could
Yeah.
start picking up on exactly how you decide to plot out the picture, because
Yes.
I don't get it yet. And I was
Right.
thinking about it because my brain is always, like, trying to design.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "What could I do with this?" as I'm going along, and then I'm like, "Nothing, because I don't get it. I can't
Yes.
do anything."
Oh my gosh. That's exactly what I would do. Um, yeah, I do love this though. I
Yeah.
would do a wall hanging.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I would do that. I would try to like find a pattern that's like maybe like our family's last initial and do like wall hanging
Ooh, yeah,
or like the entryway or something. Like I would do something like that.
that could be fun.
Yeah.
There is one designer, and I shared it in, my 2025 trend video,
Oh,
because I said mosaic overlay, that I thought it
yeah,
was going to be a trend
a
this year,
thing.
that it's
Oh, it
going.
is. It's all over Ravelry.
Yeah, I think it's everywhere. I know I was right, but
I love
one
it.
of uh one of the designs I shared on that video to give examples of overlay crochet was like aliens and stuff. I
Oh,
can't. It was like a X-Files kind of
that's right.
theme, which I like because I like my science fiction stuff. So I would maybe make that, but it was like a blanket, I think, and I don't know if I
Okay.
want to do a blanket.
I
But
also
maybe
love
I
that you
can make
called
it
it science fiction and
small.
not sci-fi.
Oh, should I say sci-fi? Is that what the kids say these days?
No, you're very proper. You have good manners. You call it by its correct name.
Yeah.
Love
Sci-fi.
it. Science fiction.
So there's a science fiction channel, sci-fi channel, but
Yeah.
they spell "fi" with a Y
Ew, I hate that.
instead of the I. I do too.
What is wrong with this country? Why can we not just spell things as they are intended to be
It's
spelled?
weird.
That's like one of my biggest pet peeves. And if I see a business to where, like, for example, I just saw this the other day, so it's like fresh in my mind. Um, it was like a dog grooming mobile business. So they like, I guess they just drive their van up to your front door and say, "Hey, we're
Oh,
here to
mhm.
cut your dog's hair, clip their nails, or whatever." But it instead of it being like paw cuts, cuts, it was paw cutz. So that replace the s with a
Oh, did
z.
the Z thing?
And I'm
Yeah.
sure they did that because maybe paw cuts is already taken with an LLC name. But
Mhm.
like, I'm like, really? You had to put the z in there. Now you just sound stupid.
Spelled
You look like you don't take your business seriously because you can't spell the name.
it.
Like this is an Instagram handle. You have a drive around business. I don't even like it on Instagram either.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, now I started looking at the patterns because I was going to try and find the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
And there is a little bit of me that's like, no, I think I'll do this again. As soon as I start looking, I'm like, ooh, that one's cool.
I know
They're
we need to
just
have.
so cool.
They really are, and it's just so innovative. Like, yeah, I have a major respect for mosaic designers because this is just not a quick turnaround type of deal to even.
Mm-mm.
It's just amazing. It's amazing. That's
Yeah,
all I
so
gotta say.
if you make an overlay pattern, if you're gonna
Mhm.
make one, if you're gonna give it as a gift, make sure you really love the person.
Like, they better be your soulmate
Yeah.
because I don't even think I deserve my own work at this point.
I can't find it.
Okay.
I was gonna share it with you, but now I can't find it because I can't remember the name of the designer because I suck.
So wait, your yarn that you used, is it acrylic or is it what's the fiber base?
Ooh, no. Um,
Spiness is acrylic,
I
isn't it?
looked it up. This, how do you say it?
I say spiness,
Spiness. Okay.
like finesse,
Okay. All right.
but that's I could be wrong because
No, that's probably.
I don't know.
No, this isn't it. Maybe that's not what it is because this says that's DK. It's not DK. Now I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm doubting myself.
What does it feel like on your hands?
Like the material?
Yeah, like does it feel like a cotton or does it feel more like a
It's probably a blend. I would guess it's a
okay.
blend. It's probably acrylic something.
Okay.
Oh, so this one, if it is Spiness, why does it say it's DK? This is not DK. Okay, I might just be wrong. I could have
Oh,
sworn
no,
that.
they say it's DK. I have a spiness. I've had many spiness yarns. Hobby
Yeah.
Lobby's yarn label writers, Hobby Lobby, if you're listening, y'all need to fire that person.
Fix it.
No, fire them. Every time I go to that store, and I love Hobby Lobby yarn. I have never been opposed to Hobby Lobby yarn in my life. Love
Yeah,
it.
I do too. I love a lot
I
of their
buy
yarn.
it. I buy it all the time.
Hmm.
Every time I get one of their yarn labels, if it's not, I love this yarn, the label is wrong.
Yeah.
Like it calls, what was it? Oh, the low pill soft and sleek, the
Hmm.
thin one, they call it DK. That's just like a weight too. It's so thin.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way that's a DK. No way. And they call Spiness a 3 and it's like a 1.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's why I think I thought that's what this was because I was
They don't know
like,
what they're doing.
mm-mm, they're making it
And
up.
they have no idea. And then they'll call what was it, like the cozy occasion? Like half their balls at one point were labeled as like a 5 weight, and that's like a blanket yarn.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I
like
know
don't do it.
I love this the cotton is not and it's like in between, which I hate when yarns do.
Yeah,
When it's like not DK and it's not worsted, I'm like,
I
oh,
hate that. I hate that.
I don't
I'm
know
like,
what to do with
can
this.
you do better, please? I don't have the right hook size for this
Um,
project. Oh, what hook size did you use? Did you use a C, like
I
they
ended up
recommended?
using a 3 millimeter because I did not have a um 2.75, right?
Yeah.
Um, okay, I found
You find the label.
so I know. Okay, it's from Knit Crate. Okay, hold on.
Oh. Ooh, avalanche.
Okay, I'll do that later. Um,
We'll get to that later. Every mom's favorite sentence.
okay, so this one is Vitalana by Knit Crate.
I've never even heard of Knit Crate.
No, They used to do like I've heard of that, but so this one is 50% superwash merino, 30% linen, 20% silk.
Oh, there's linen and silk. Cute.
Hmm. So, and I knew it didn't feel like it was completely
Yeah,
um, wool, and so I was
right.
just kind of hoping. But then I was like, well, it's the contrast color, so hopefully, because wool like will stretch.
Yes.
So I was worried about it being too much wool. But whatever this is, I know is something not.
It's acrylic. I'm telling
It's
you right now, it's
yeah,
acrylic.
it's some sort of plastic.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm
It's working for this, and I'm glad because I've had this in my stash for a long
yeah,
time, and I
good.
never knew what to do with it. And so it's
Good.
working for this well.
It's got
Um,
good stitch definition. I remember
yeah,
that from using it.
and it's like it's soft and it's a little shiny for me. I don't really like the
Mhm.
shiny yarns.
Yeah, it's a little
Um,
shiny too. And
but
not like
that's
a silk shiny.
no.
It's like a plastic bag shiny
Yes, yeah. Um, but that's getting toned down by the fact that it's
mixed
just a
with something
background
else.
color. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's good. Okay.
I'm glad it's working well because both of these have been sitting in my stash for a long time and now I finally have something to do. But I think
Good.
I have like I'm not going to use very much of this because I think I
Okay.
have like 6 of them. I'm only going to
Wow.
need like one pretty much.
Yeah, if that. Yeah.
So, I'll have to find something else to do with this. But
I like want to know. I didn't weigh this before I started, but I almost could feel like I could get 2 bags out of this
yeah, those colors
because
are
of
so
how little I've
pretty.
used so far. I know I love it.
I want to get some of that now.
It's like a cherry pie.
You've influenced me. I'm going to go buy some.
Ooh,
I've been
me
influenced.
influence you?
Yeah.
Never. But it really did. Like as soon as it started to warm up, I was like, oh, it's on. This is about to
You
be
picked
so fun.
perfect colors.
Thank you. I
I
really
love them.
tried.
I'm obsessed.
I actually am one of those people. I will get color paralysis. If I don't have the right colors to start a project, I just won't do it.
Right.
No one can convince me, even if
Yeah.
it's for like a friend and they like picked the colors. I'll be like, I hate those colors. I'm not doing it.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so we should probably move on to the next part of the podcast, which is our little Mother's Day mini roundup,
Yes,
right?
let's do it. Hmm.
Okay, so everyone, we have curated a list of 6 patterns for you today that are technically a preview of a full roundup that each of us did for our YouTube channels. So both of those will be uploaded. Is yours isn't uploaded yet, is it?
No, I'm in the middle of writing my description. So I'll probably upload
Okay.
it shortly after we're done with this. I'll throw it up there.
As the lie. So the
Yeah.
full versions of these videos will be up after like sometime tonight. Mine probably before I go to bed, hopefully. We'll
Hmm.
see. Um, but yeah, so those will be coming. But we wanted to give you a little preview and start getting excited for Mother's Day because we're both
Yay.
moms and it holds a place in our heart.
Yes.
We love it. So
And we are making, who are you making for?
I am making for, I believe I was going to make for my girlfriends that I'm in this like parenting group with.
Hmm.
2 of them are people that are like my best friends, and then one of them is like a girl that like I've come to know through them. So we all like shared this like motherhood kind of like support group with each other years ago,
Oh, cool.
and then we haven't stopped chatting since. So
Awesome.
I can't wait to like give them a little something.
Yeah.
And I'm not
That's,
going to tell them I'm giving them anything. I'm just going to ask for their. Actually, I already have their addresses from Christmas cards, so I'm
so
just
they
gonna
don't
like
live like in your area.
no. So
No.
this will be mailed off. Like one lives in Hawaii, one in Minnesota,
Oh,
and the one will be moving to Florida. So yeah,
okay.
we're all spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm doing something similar. I'm going to
Mhm.
give gifts to the moms in my homeschool group.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah,
That's
'cause
super
I
nice.
really like them. So I want
Oh,
to give them
good.
yeah, because this is like this group is like new to me. I just started
Okay.
going in January.
Mhm.
So, but I've really enjoyed it and I really like all the moms and all the kids. So
That's awesome.
it's like I think I'll make them something. Like so.
They're worthy of your handmade creation.
Yes. Yes, I
Kind of
have decided.
exciting. Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Love it.
All
You
right.
sent me your links, right? So I can pull
Oh
them up.
no. I might not
Oh,
have.
Bonnie. Okay, well,
Sorry.
while you're gonna do that, should I
Okay.
start off the
Okay,
roundup?
so yeah, do you want to start with yours?
Sure.
Okay.
So pull mine up here. And to do a little chit chat for a second here, all of mine I found on Ravelry,
Oh,
and it made things easier because it's a one-stop place and you save it in a bundle and it's all there. So I was really excited about it. This first one I think you're gonna love. I think because you already saw it a little bit because I sent you
yeah,
the link.
I did.
So, all right, let
Okay.
me share my screen. Okay. So the very first pattern, folks, this is the Enchanted Roses Bouquet Blanket. So this specific style of like, I don't know what to call it, like it's like a transformation pattern to where if you roll it up, it looks like a bouquet of flowers. And then if you lay it flat, it's a blanket. And I have seen so many cool versions of this, but this one I like the most, I think, because of the leaf detailing. And it's almost like mosaic crochet a little bit. So
Oh,
we love a good surprise reveal moment. Here's a picture of it like two, you know, side by side, rolled up and then laid flat. Um, I really love it. I think it's such a pretty idea. Not everybody is going to want to make a blanket for Mother's Day for someone, but if you're just giving it to like just your mom or like just like maybe your sister that just had a baby or something, I think that's like a nice idea. Blankets take a long time.
that's big chunky yarn, right?
Yeah, it's made with blanket yarn.
Okay. All right.
Not all of them are made with blanket yarns. That's why I kind of chose this one because I think this
Right.
will work up quicker if you're to do it for Mother's Day. Oh wow, that's got a lot of color changes. Cool. But like I saw in the pattern it is available in two different sizes. You can do a baby size and then you can do a throw blanket size.
Hmm.
I think there's like 20 inches of difference between the two.
That's
But
so cute. So
isn't that
clever.
fun? I know. And this is by Not Fast Fashion, which I love their name.
Oh,
Like
cute. Yeah.
Knot Not Fast Fashion.
We like our
Um,
play on words around here.
we do. We love our play on words. We are totally those millennials. Give us the puns. Give us the play on words. Let's go. Appropriate jokes, please. Now this is a little higher in price. So this is like 9.50 for the pattern. That's a little more than I usually pay. Like I usually go to like $8.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get why. Like this is a very specific, there's not many of these out there pattern wise. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's really cute. I love it. I think it
That is
would make a really good Mother's Day present. Cozy. And then can you imagine like rolling it up and just like throwing it in like your basket in your living room of like
yeah,
blankets and stuff? Like it will look good, put away and used, you know?
like it
I think
kind of
that's kind of cool.
becomes like a pillow.
Yeah.
So you
Hmm.
can like have it on your couch like a pillow, but then when you want a blanket,
Yeah.
it's ready
Hmm.
to go. Okay, I'm gonna
Oh
throw
yeah.
that link in the
Here it says 57 inches for the throw size. That's with the roses. And then 38.5 inches for the baby size with the roses. And again, it would make like a really good baby shower present too, I
yeah, it
think.
would.
So
That's a good idea.
really love it. I will say, if I were to personally make this, just because I don't love blanket yarn and flowers, I might actually be stubborn and make the flowers in like a weight down in size, thickness of yarn,
Oh, okay.
and I would work it up in like a 4 or 5,
Mhm. Mhm.
and then maybe just have to make more roses, to go
Yeah.
around. Because I don't love the look of blanket yarn and flowers. I think it looks a little, you lose a little bit of that
So
rose
thick.
detail.
Right.
Yeah. But that's just a personal preference. I don't think it looks bad. I just, if
It
I
is.
were to like make it for me or like a close friend, I would totally do it. Little,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So that's the first one that I have included.
Cute.
This is from my flowers category in my roundup. So I have like categories.
How
Just
many do you
boom.
have to make?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, doesn't say here. It
I know we can
doesn't
add
say how
more
many
too.
flowers you have to make. Oh, but it does say project length. It says 18 to 35 plus hours,
Oh, interesting.
which I
Hmm.
think it's interesting they put that because, yeah, I mean it's a good ballpark to know, like, okay,
Yeah.
how many days am I going to spend on this? I would probably go through this pretty quickly though, because I think working with blanket yarn, my hands work faster for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
because I
I bet
probably
the
manhandle
flowers
the
take
yarn.
take just as much time as the blanket probably goes so
Yeah, I would
quick, and then you
imagine.
make all the little flowers and
But I bet you could batch the flowers. Like
oh
you
yeah.
could just sit down and be like, okay, today I'm getting 6 flowers done,
Mhm.
I mean,
Mhm.
we could count the flowers. I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30 flowers. Wow.
Mhm.
All right then. Because it
30.
seems like there's one at the end of each vine and then two in between the
Yeah,
vines. So
that's a
that's
perfect
cool
gift.
though.
That's perfect for Mother's Day, though.
Oh, thanks.
I like that.
I thought it was nice. I saw it on Instagram when I was like thinking about my stuff and I was like, oh, I should add this. This is a good one.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone, but I think it's a good one.
Mhm.
So let's go to yours next.
You wanna go to one of
Ooh.
mine? All right.
All right, here we go. Oh, Nicole. Oh, okay. Okay. Not screen share this. Screen share the other one, Nicole. Sorry, everyone. Okay. All right, Bonnie, I'll let you chitty chat about this.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting the link real quick, and then we'll come
This
back.
is
All
the
right.
crochet zipper pouch.
All right. So most of mine are pretty simple
Love it
because
though.
I was kind of going for quick, and then in my roundup, I share like non-crochet stuff to put with it. Kind of is
Mm-hmm.
where I was going with
No,
it.
I love that. No, I was
So
kind of doing the same thing.
yeah. So this is just a little zipper pouch, and then my idea was this would be something you could easily like monogram and make personalized. So that's why I chose it because
Mm.
I
Oh,
like
I love that.
personalizing things. So
Monogramming. Everybody loves a good monogram.
yeah, yeah.
That's a
So
great
and I
idea.
made sure I picked one that had a nice flat stitch, moss stitch.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and I also like moss stitch a lot because moss stitches are great. And you know me, and I'm always wanting to use my
Yes.
stash.
Yes.
It's a great one with pretty much any kind of yarn. Like if you
Yes. I
have
agree.
variegated or speckled or anything, like that's gonna look good in moss stitch.
I agree.
So that's why I
Brava.
went for this one.
I
And
love
you can
that.
do a lot with it. So that's my first one, my little one.
I love it. Who is this
Yeah.
by?
Ned
Mm,
and Mimi, I believe was the name of the
Ned and Mimi. Is it a
yeah.
group?
I don't
Are
know.
they
It might be.
friends?
Could be. There's a few accounts like that where it's like
There are.
sisters or a mom and a daughter
Yeah,
or
Mama Made Minis is probably one of the bigger ones. Oh no,
yeah.
this is one person. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm an Irish mom of three. I've always loved to make things. And I love to make things that are modern and stylish, but also functional. I feel like you're like that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Aw. I
So
like
that's
their I like their logo.
Yeah, that's cute, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
It's
man.
very, very there was a couple other patterns. I poked around the
Yes.
blog a little bit when I found this, and I
Oh,
was like, "Oh,
bless.
I like this designer. I might have to come back and look around some more."
That's great though. I love that it's
Mhm.
showing me like baseball stuff right now. I'm like, excuse me. We are in the
It
middle of
knows whose computer you're
crafting.
on.
Yes, it does. I'm on my husband's computer, everyone, in case you're wondering.
Oh, and in this pattern, the designer shows you how to line it and add a zipper, I believe, if I remember
That
correctly.
is
There's
really
instructions for that. But I will probably
kind.
cheat and glue in a because I've done that before, is I've just
uh
glued in a pouch. So I would cheat. But
I
it's
love
nice
that.
to know that if you want to try and sew it, it's
Right? Oh my God. That's fantastic.
there.
Well, that's great. I love that they did that for those
Mhm.
that don't know how to line stuff. I have one of those like hand sewing machines. You know what I'm
Oh, I
talking
have one of those
about?
too.
I
Yeah,
have
the
not used
little
it
it's like
yet.
it's like a stapler, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I thought about using it for the Lily backpack,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like I need to try something like make like a miniature pillow just to make sure I know what I'm doing first.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I've
Scared to
used
use
it
it.
a little bit. It's got a bit of a learning curve on it, I feel like.
Oh, wait, she teaches you about seams and
Yeah,
stuff.
see how nice that is?
Oh, wow. So nice.
And it's a free pattern with all that information. It's awesome.
She better be kind. Sorry, I just thought I heard
Yeah.
a sound. I think it's my cat. Okay. To make sure I'm not like too loud as my son
Yeah.
wakes up. Okay, so that is the first one,
Yes.
the zipper free pouch. Okay, should we do my next?
Yep. I'm gonna go to the next one for
Okay.
you. Cool.
My next one, oh geez, let me get out of, oh, I'm terrible at this. Okay, the choreography. Here we go, here we go. Okay, this next one I feel like is very expected.
Let's see.
So this is the Mother's Day
Oh.
spa kit.
Oh,
This
hey,
is
it's
by
even
Premier
ready for Mother's
Yarns.
Day.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, perfect. This is a free pattern. So that's great. It's made to be an easy level pattern. We only have one picture, which I hate. Because
Wow.
I'm like, excuse me, can we get more than one picture?
I need more
But
information.
I like that they have an eye mask with this. I personally use an eye mask a lot because I'm
Oh,
really sensitive to morning light because I don't like getting up in the morning.
okay.
Anyway, so yeah, and then you have scrubbies for your face, and then you have a washcloth, and I just like the stitch pattern in the washcloth. I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of stitch that is. It's probably just a simple single crochet, half double crochet, something. But yeah, and then it's like looks like some puff stitches for the scrubbies,
Cute.
and I think it's just nice, like a little like trifecta. And I can just
Yeah.
imagine like getting like a basket and like making like a little like spa basket for
Yes.
whoever's receiving it, and then adding like a little note that says every time you put on these smelling salts, you'll think of me, something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
that's
cute.
what I thought. And this is with what yarn? They're home cotton solids and marls. So I guess it says it's an Aran weight, but I don't know. I feel like
It
they say
doesn't
that for
look like
all.
it. Hmm.
It looks like medium weight to me, which I
Yeah.
guess if we look at this, that doesn't look like Aran. I feel like they said that with cotton because
It's just,
it's a denser yarn.
yeah.
So, but yeah, that's pretty
That's
much
one
it.
of
It's
the
very
cuter
straightforward.
little that's one of the cuter little face masks I've seen. I like the little like peep.
Yes, I agree. I knew you would like that.
Yeah.
I
That's
knew.
totally
I was like, she's gonna love that mask. But I
that's
also
so
I also
funny.
like it too. That's what kind of drew me in was the mask. And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, and then you get all these at the same time.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a whole
yeah,
gift set. That's
the
awesome.
whole gift set. And then so my idea with this, which on my roundup on my YouTube channel, I will give you like if I have an idea for how to gift this, in a special way. Like I'll give you kind of like a breakdown, but I would totally, like I said, put it in a basket, go to like a farmer's market and get like some like goat's milk soap, you
Yeah.
know, and like maybe like a little bottle of like an essential oil roller or something, and like, like just really do it up.
Yeah.
Make it like an all natural spa experience. I mean,
Mhm.
and know your audience. Like my girlfriends would love that. I don't know. There's some women out there that they want Chanel perfume, everything or whatever. That's not me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty crunchy these days. So, oh, what's the projects on this? Oh, cool.
Cute. Oh, somebody put little hearts on it.
I know. That's cool. Love it.
Awesome. Yes.
Yay. So
That
that
one's
is
a good
my
idea.
second one. Yeah. Okay, let's go to your second one.
All right.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
This one, we'll see how you react to this one.
Ooh, oh man. Okay, let's hold on. Let's get out of that. You want to know my reaction? I love it. I love it. My reaction is positive.
Yeah.
I love that. Tell us all about it, Bonnie.
Okay. So I saw this and I was like, okay, I'm putting that on my list because I
Yeah,
have one of these cups. Do you have one of these cups?
I don't. I never got into the cult.
Yeah. I don't have
I
like a name brand one.
okay.
I have like a $5 one from like Family Dollar because it has like little Halloween bats on it and I like really wanted
Oh
it.
my gosh, you're so cute. It has bats on it.
So
Freaking bats.
but it's the exact shape and everything. But
Yeah.
I would say that at least half the moms in my homeschool group have these. And I'm sure the other ones
Oh,
have them too. They just don't
that's
always bring them.
cool.
But so I just thought it was cute. And
That's cool. I like that
most
it's like Granny Stitch too. It's like
yeah.
a Granny Square based
Mhm.
design. That's awesome.
And I mean, like, their mom. Like, if you're making for a mom, anything that can like help them go
Yes.
hands free is gonna
There's a
be
whole section on my video about that for sure.
mhm, mhm. Yep.
Because we
So,
like pretty and functional to go together. We don't want to
yeah.
have to sacrifice our style for, oh, I gotta drag the diaper bag everywhere,
Yeah. And I mean, it
Oh, I
might be
love
a
it.
little bit of like, a just a trend thing that maybe in a few years, nobody's gonna want one of these, but
This
I
is
thought right now
fair.
it was appropriate still, so
Yeah, I'm just going into like okay, so this is made for the 40-ounce tumblers. Are there other sizes? That's a lot
Oh,
of fluid.
I have no idea.
40
I'm
ounces.
not
Oh my God.
I'm not that deep into it.
Oh, okay. I love it. But they have good ratings. That's awesome. They're a
Yeah.
star seller. So that's great.
Mhm. It's only 350, like,
It's
it's
really
another
doable.
great stash one, like,
Yes.
mix that up with
Yes,
some
yes, yes.
stashing.
100%.
So,
Yeah, that's
especially if you're,
that's
like, on a
awesome.
budget, but you wanna make several moms something, like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
something like this would be good for that.
That's such a great idea. You could actually line this one too.
Yeah, you could.
And
Yeah.
you could like do the straps with like I said, like webbing
Mhm.
instead of doing the
Mhm.
crochet straps. That's my only thing with like market bags and like tote bags that are crochet or
The
any kind of
straps.
like bag. Like the strap will stretch over time,
Yeah.
and I can't stand that. I just don't want it to. I
I
want it to
like
last forever.
I like to do if you do surface crochet, like up the
Yes.
middle of
Oh,
it,
that's a good idea. So smart.
and that
That's
helps.
such a
Or
good
even,
idea.
like or even just slip stitches on either side, just
That's
to
such a good idea.
help because, yeah, those I try not to do anything bigger than a single crochet too when I make
Yeah.
straps. Like, I'm like, "Make this as tight as possible
Yes.
so it won't stretch out."
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if you were gonna, like, laugh at this one or not. So
No, I love it.
I wanna see how you react.
No, I love it. I think it's great. I personally probably wouldn't pick the colors that they have because
Yeah,
those just aren't my colors. Like
yeah.
you know me, I'm like
You need a pink
fantasy.
one.
I need a pink one. I need fantasy. I need my rainbow pastel
Yeah.
or like clean, like black and white or like, like very like classic colors.
Yeah.
I'm in between like realistic and fantasy.
You could definitely get like favorite colors going for like your mom
Yes.
group, and then even like
Yeah.
grab them all like a little like a mom quote keychain or something to throw on there too. Like
Yes.
you could
Yes.
make it fun.
100%. Oh,
Mhm.
so cute. Good. That's a good one, Bonnie. Well done. Well done. Man, we're going through these fast. I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
All right, let me get my next one up
This
here.
is your last one? Yeah, right?
I think so. This is my last one, folks. Alrighty. So this doesn't necessarily fit exactly into like Mother's Day, like hit you in the face idea, but similar to what
Okay.
Bonnie said. So this is the Bokeh bag by Dave Rosé, and that's like a Japanese style bag to where like the straps kind of fit through the slot, and then you can turn it into a wristlet. You
Oh,
can kind of
cute.
just use it as like a kind of like a short handled bag. I just love the simplicity of this design, and you can color block it because that's just like a blank canvas. So you can completely like do your own thing with this.
Mhm.
And so my idea for this is that you could make the bag, and this doesn't look like a big bag at all. Um, because look, they have like two things of like yarn in there. But you can make this bag and then stuff it with goodies for the,
Yeah.
say like, okay, this is like your playground bag. So like stuff it with like a can of their favorite pop, and then like maybe like, nail file and like a brush because when it gets windy, your hair looks crazy, and extra hair ties because I don't know about you, but my hair ties are always breaking. And just like little like a mom on the go goodie bag.
Cute.
And then the bag is like their bag,
Yeah, I love that.
something that like juice and crackers don't spill in.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it's small enough to where you can roll it up and then put it in the bag, your diaper
Mhm.
bag, for like when
Mhm.
you're like on bigger trips. So it's like a easy to like pull out type of thing. Because now that my son's older, I don't use the diaper bag in the park. I just take a little tote bag of my own,
Right.
and that's what I put my stuff in.
Yeah.
And then I'll like hold his shoes. So that's what I
I
do.
like
But yeah, I like it. I think it's simple. I think this is using let's see. Lion Brand Rewind, which I'm not familiar with that. Oh, it's that like tape yarn. So this is considered like a bulky
Oh,
yarn. I
interesting.
think this is like really cute though, and just because I see advertisements all the time, that Gansett brand yarn, where it's like that t-shirt yarn.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah.
Or if you want to be really crunchy and extra, you can make your own yarn for this by
Like a
recycling
plastic
t-shirts
bag.
in your house.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, like or like a plastic bag. And you can totally do this as like a upcycling project where you make your
That's
own yarn for it.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah. So that was my idea. Just like
Yeah.
bags to go bags for moms
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
are like kind of claiming your little personality back a little bit from motherhood.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
like
I'm completely morphed with motherhood now.
I like the way the handle goes through that hole and then
I
becomes
know.
that's cute.
I don't know how they do
Is
that.
that what Book It is then? Because
I guess
is
I
it
don't. I
that
don't.
style or is it
Maybe does she have for more information? See dapersay.com. Okay, let's see. Hmm, she doesn't say. That would be like a check the
I'll have to
Instagram
Google
post
that.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Size. It's only 8.5 inches in height, so it's not super tall. Base diameter is 7 inches. This is a beginner level, so that's good. Looks like it's pretty much just like single crochet,
Yeah.
which I don't know how much I love that but I do love for the sturdiness of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, these pictures are clear here. Yeah, really
Those are
simple.
good
Oh, it
pictures.
looks like the strap is like twisted.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
this is interesting. Oh, I love it.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that. What is
Very
that?
nice. I
Should we
like
go
that
to
one.
your next one, your last one?
my last one.
Okay. Ooh. So just see if it's like, oh my God, we match.
Yeah, I know. I
I
was
did the
thinking that.
blanket and you did the coaster. I almost included this and I was like, no, I can't do too
Yeah.
much of the same thing. I'm glad you added this. Okay. I love these. And the
Hmm.
little basket. Okay, you talk about it. You talk about it.
Okay. So, did you share the screen?
Oh my God, I suck. I didn't. Oh
It's
no.
okay.
Here I am
I
just
thought I missed it
fangirling, and
because
everyone's like, what is she talking about?
I left for a second, so I thought I just missed it. Yeah.
No, no, no.
Okay.
I just didn't share it. I'm just over here in my own world.
So these are coasters,
Oh,
but
I
they're
love
like
it.
special coasters
They're
because
so cute.
you can put them into this little basket and then it looks like a little bouquet of flowers.
Oh,
I
so
love it. It's so
much.
cute.
The basket is so cute.
Yeah, I really liked the basket. A lot of them
Why
come
is the
super
basket
solo.
so cute?
Um, yeah, so I mean, Mother's Day and flowers, it's
Yes.
so I'm like, it goes, and then it's useful too. You can put it in their house. It can
Yeah.
become some spring decor if they want it, or maybe they're like flowers all year round, like I am, and they just will leave it out.
That's so pretty. And you know
Yeah.
what? The basket isn't an afterthought. The basket is an intentional design part.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
love that. Because I've seen other versions where it's like a succulent pot or like whatever, and it's
Yeah.
just kind of like super boring. And I'm like, okay, good job. You made a pot. But this
Yeah.
is very, very well thought out. I
Yeah.
like it.
I think they're so cute. I even think it's really cute, like when the mug's sitting on it, because it's like got this like
Yeah.
frill around the mug.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
then it'll, I mean, if you have like a cold beverage with ice, it'll catch the
yeah.
condensation because the flowers kind of sit up once they like, have a cup on top of them. So
Yeah.
oh,
But
good
I just
job, Bonnie.
thought
That
that
makes
one
me
was great.
happy.
And so many people like that could fit for so many people. You can make that
Yes.
for mom, you can make that for grandma, you can make it for
Oh,
friends.
there's a video. Oh,
Yeah.
look. She's so cute. She's got her nails are nice. I need to like, my sister did my nails like weeks ago and they're so grown out and ugly. Oh, that's so cute. Let's
Isn't
watch it
it cute?
again.
Yeah.
I love that. I wonder, so this is Robin Crochet Corner. I
Hmm.
wonder, should you say that? I'm assuming that's a medium weight yarn.
It looks like it may be a DK.
Oh, you think? Okay. She
Maybe.
doesn't have any
Because it's
information
small.
on the hook or yarn.
Nope.
That's too bad. I wish she
Yeah.
did. Huh.
There
Good
is a
ratings
bunch
though.
of these patterns out there too. Because in
There
my
are.
video, I share like 3 other
I'm gonna go to their
kinds.
shop. Oh, you did? Okay, that's cool.
And one of them was a succulent.
Love it. Sorry, I'm sneaking on their
Yeah.
other patterns. Oh, look, Aquaman.
Oh my
That's funny.
goodness.
Oh, that's a cute dog. Wow. Okay, I don't know why. I just like I want to see what else they have. That's so cool. Well done, Bonnie.
Yeah. So
Well done.
that's my third one. Yay.
Let me
I
do
think you
that.
could make your blanket and the coasters and like have a whole
You could do
like,
a set.
yeah, make a
Yes.
match. And you got a whole like living room set that you, you could put out in the living room.
Yes.
I might have to do that myself for
I
my
know.
own house.
You know what I keep thinking of too? Like, I can't wait for these patterns to like reemerge in like burn videos in like 20 years. And for the youths to be like, oh God, look what my grandma used to make. It's like, shut up. This stuff is awesome.
20
This
years from
was
now.
these were the 2020s. They were innovative, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
We had chenille yarn.
It was a big deal.
A big deal. A big deal.
Awesome. So those
Ah,
are some of our because you did like what, like 15 patterns in your roundup? You have a
yeah,
bunch. I don't
yeah.
have that many. I have like 8.
I
And some of them are
I
the same.
I don't regret my patterns that I found, but I do regret fact that I didn't think about it until like the day before I filmed. And then I was like, oh, I have to have this edited in a day.
You did
Won't be
it though.
doing that again. I did it. Didn't
And you
enjoy
did
it. I mean, I was definitely using adult language many
Yeah.
times today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did it. But I knew you would
Well,
because I'm like, she's so fast at everything. I feel like.
it's
And
because
so I
I
was
live in a
like,
constant
I
state of
know you're
panic.
further along in the pattern. I knew you were.
It's
I was like,
because I live in a constant state of panic. That's why.
she's going as fast as
I mean,
you perform under pressure.
I do. I mean, you should okay, so you should have seen me at the game yesterday. I was at the baseball game and I was legitimately like hiding in like a certain part of the stands with like my head down and like furious, only looking up if I heard the ball hit like bar, like only looking up if like the people in the stands were like, "Whoa, fly ball." And I was like, "Oh yeah, there's a game going on."
Oh my goodness.
I was in a mad rush.
Yeah.
I get
That's a
things
lot.
done,
That's a
but
long time
it's
though.
I'm rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To sit
yeah.
like
It
at a
is a
game.
long time. I did get up once to pee, so that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know, because it's funny because we were like, oh, we could do it in 2 weeks. Do you remember when we thought that? And then we were like, this
We
is going a little slow. Maybe
we
we'll
live in La La Land. That is where both of us live.
extend it. And then I was so confident. I'm like, oh yeah, a month will be plenty of time.
You know when I knew we weren't going to get it done
When
after I finished the base, I was like,
yeah,
no, this is not happening.
it took me several days to do
It
that.
took me a while. And it was one of those parts of the pattern where I just kept thinking, like, oh, okay, I'll be ready to move on to the next section soon. And then I look ahead and I still have like 5 more rows. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? How am I not farther along?
I knew I was in big trouble when I got to the actual overlay.
Yes,
And I was like, oh, I've got an hour and a half or something like that to crochet before
easy.
I need to do something. There, I had like an hour and a half block and I did
Yeah,
like 2.5 rows. And I was like, it's like this is not going well.
that was me too. I'm like, surely I will get at least 6 inches of piece done. No,
Right.
fourth of that.
No. Nope.
Nope.
It's not for
Uh,
the faint of heart.
well, I'm glad we were able to at least though share what we finished.
Yes.
So we're doing
We're
well
working.
here.
I
We
got
are
my
going to get
flowers,
it done.
like kind of.
Yes, I'm glad you were able to get your flowers done because
Yeah.
that was like it was like if I don't have at least the flowers done by the time we go into this
Like,
reveal, I was gonna be sad.
like shameful. Like it's already
Yeah.
shameful. And then if you can't even see a picture.
For
Yeah.
shame. For shame. And all I could think about too, working this up was like, wow, there's so many other things I could be doing if I would have just chosen to not do this time. Like my brain was like, Nicole, think of all those designs that you are now sitting on the shelf because chose to do this. I still have all my bunnies to finish before I send them out in the
Yeah.
mail.
Well, now you can set it aside.
Yeah,
Dive into the bunnies.
I think I'll work on it like 2 days a week, give it like a
Mhm.
solid 2 day a week situation. And when
Mhm.
it's done, it's done.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe in October.
Are we sorry? I guess we're sorry, but
I'm
also
I
it
I'm only
happens.
sorry because I should know better, I think.
Yeah.
It's more
Well, I had
self-pity
never done it
sorry.
before.
Yeah. I mean, everything else in our life tells us like we would have been fine,
Yeah.
you know? So,
Well, I'll definitely have something for the next episode.
oh yes, I will too. That will be ready to go. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yes.
It's gonna
Especially
be
because
great.
really you only have to have one. Like even though I'm gonna
Yeah.
make like 8
Yeah.
of my gift, yeah, I think there's 8 moms. Or maybe I'm the 8th
Wow. So you're gonna have more to do than I will because I
Yeah.
have 3.
That's kind of why I went for like quick
Yeah.
projects because I was like, okay, I have to pick one of these projects to make for my mom friends, and there's
Yeah.
like 7 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm picking quick things that I can like
Well,
just batch them out.
boop, 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 bop.
Yep.
Well, Bonnie, I have to use the bathroom. Should we
Okay.
close this up?
Let's close it up. Let's do it. All
All
right.
right.
Well, thank you for joining us for another episode of Made You Hook. We hope that you found some inspiration tonight and then also maybe a little forgiveness. If you also have a pattern in your life that's going a little slower than you
It's
thought,
okay.
it's all right.
It's
It happens.
okay. It's going to be great.
Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for being here with us.
Yes. Please
And
join us next time if you want to work up any of the patterns that we've listed today and in our other roundups. Please do. And
yes.
then email us and tag us in the photos. We'd love to
Yes.
see it.
We would love to see the projects you're working on. And we have an email.
Yes.
We have an new email address. What is the
We
new
will leave
email?
it in the description on time this time.
Yes. Made You Hook podcast, I believe, at gmail.com.
Yeah. Because we tried it and Made You Hook, and that was already taken.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But
So rude.
yes, if you ever make any of the patterns we're making, we would love to see them and we would love to share them so that people can be even more inspired by all of the different ways you can make a design.
Yes.
All right. So we will see you next time.
Bye bye. Happy Made You Hook.